Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you've never seen this face before, hey girl, hey, my name is Tamar, also known as Musings of a Curvy Lady, and welcome to the wonderful world of Musings, where I love to talk about fashion, style, beauty, and everything lovely. And in today's video, we are doing another hygiene Q&A. So welcome to my brand new series called the Hygiene Hotline, where I'm your host, the hygiene hottie herself, Tamar. You sent in all your dirty little comments. I love it. So we're gonna answer all of them from a place of love, humor, and of course, all the tea, okay? I need to help out the girls out there. So if you're interested in all of that, please keep watching. Welcome to the Hygiene Hotline. I'm your girl Tamar, the hygiene hottie, and I'm here to answer all of your dirty little questions to get you clean, of course. The Hygiene Hotline is a safe place where there is no question that is taboo, too much, or TMI. But before, let's go over house rules. That was good? Okay, thank you. I need validation. It's funny when people say like, what's your love language? All of them. I need you to be fluent in all of them. What do you mean? Why would I have one or two? Give me all five. Actually, if there's a language that is not even spoken on this earth, I need you to find the aliens and get the information, translate it, and apply it in your life. I want all of the love. That is the dumbest question. Don't ask me that. House rules. You need a like. I need you to like because liking helps to boost this video for other Hygiene Hotline hotties, AKA you, to be able to come and find this safe space so they can leave their hygiene questions for me to answer. Also commenting, because this is a community. This is how this whole series is able to get done. I need you to comment, leave your questions down below for the next one. And of course, I need you to be a part of the Musings of a Curvy Lady family. So go ahead, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a Curvy Lady upload. Okay, now we could get into the Hygiene Hotline. All right, guys, we are back in action. Thank you guys so much for submitting questions. I am gonna be continuing on from the last video. So if you left a question and you thought I forgot about it, I didn't. I just couldn't answer all the questions in one video. Thus, the new series, Hygiene Hotline. I feel like I need like one of those radio voices, like, hello, welcome to the Hygiene Hotline. Ooh, what do you call it when you turn yourself on? Like when you think you're so hot. Let's get into the very first question. This one is from Jennifer Klotzer, 27 and 94. Now she says, I love these videos and have watched them several times each. You've gone in depth on your evening showers and hygiene. Would you please cover what you do in the morning? So I have kind of skimmed over this. I haven't made a dedicated video because it depends. So if I have taken a very thorough nighttime everything shower and I'm going to the gym in the morning, I will just wake up, use the restroom, and hit myself with witch hazel in all of those places, behind my ears, my neck, armpits, under my boots, belly button, okay, groin, and backside. I'll just do that, go to the gym, and then I'll come back home after the gym and take a shower and do my full routine that you see in my shower routine. So head over to that. That's what I do. I do that morning and night. Sometimes, like today is a day where I will shower 2 times a day because I went to the gym this morning, right? After the gym, I took a shower and I got cute for you guys, okay? Tonight, after shooting, after work, I'm gonna take another shower to get all this off and be on my way. So it's not too different from what I've shared before, but on days when I am at home only, let's just say I am not going to the gym in the morning, I just wake up, I'm staying in the house, I'm working from home, I'm not leaving the house. I will only take a shower at night. I'll wake up in the morning and do my witch hazel routine, and I still apply lotion and oils and all of those things to the places that need them. I won't go into treatments or anything because to me my skin isn't clean to treat it, so I'm not going to be using any exfoliating products or anything like that. I'm just going to hit myself with lotion, serum, oil, and then at night I'll take my everything shower. It's crazy because I know like people take everything showers once a week. I take one every night. That's just how I do it. I'm always taking a shower at night. I cannot go into my bed without taking a shower unless I'm depressed, okay? I never feel good if I stay in bed or I go back to bed with the same old pajamas on. Like, you know, there's just some days you just don't have it in you, but I have to always remember, like, tomorrow you will feel better if you take a shower. I know it's a lot, but try to go ahead and take the shower. But I'm not perfect. You know, I have moments where I'm just like, I need a bed rot, literally. But then I always feel gross after I do that. And immediately I have to take a shower. I have to clean my sheets. I don't want any of that negative energy. So I hope that answers your question. I don't take a shower per se, but I will be taking a shower shortly after coming home from the gym. All right, next question is not a hygiene question. It is a style question, and I'm here for it. Aimless Amy. You're not aimless, Amy, okay? You are on the target, you're on the mark. Anyway, at aimless_Amy, she says, where do you get your earrings? They're so cute, ! So I get my earrings from a lot of different places, but these ones that I'm wearing today are from ASOS. I feel like ASOS is such an underrated place to hit their accessories tab because it's overwhelming. There's like so many things to look at, but I'm a late night shopaholic, and like to fall asleep, I like to scroll accessories because it's just like, and I always find really cute things. And thank goodness I have things like stored all my payment information because I could do it half asleep. And then I forget about it because I fall asleep. And then 3 days later, I have a package from ASOS and all these amazing accessories. And by the time I share with you guys, they're sold out because there's other girly pops like me that are doing the late night shopping and they're selling them out. I wish I could tag these for you. Literally, by the time I got them and I posted about it, they were sold out. Another place I love to get earrings is Zara. My floral earrings that everyone always asks me like, oh my gosh, where'd you get those earrings? They're from Zara. But once again, Zara is another place very similar to ASOS. They sell out. You need to be looking at them once a week, if not daily. This is my job, so I'm always looking for new accessories and things like that. But ASOS, Zara, another place that I like to look. Where do I get my, it's a small Black business based in Chicago her name is Hyatt. She is an influencer turned like entrepreneur. It's called Koi, Khoi. Gorgina earrings. All of my big statement earrings, my bangles that people are always asking me for from Koi. I love them so much. And yeah, I think that's about it. I don't like to spend too much money on like expensive stuff because I do have diamonds and like things like that, but I am such a clumsy person. I thought I lost a diamond ring while eating a crab boil. Never again, okay? I was looking through that sauce and looking for that ring and I was devastated, right? Turns out when we were cleaning out my garage, my friend found it. So I don't know how that happened, but I could have sworn it was in the garlic butter sauce, but it wasn't. Thank goodness. So Aimless Amy she left 2 questions, okay? I love that. She's like, what do you do before a date? Like all the tips. Thanks. So on a date, well, it's not too much different than what I do typically for myself. Okay, let's be clear. It is a privilege for him to even be around me. I put a lot of effort in smelling good, looking good on the date. I'm in my house right now. You see how good I look? So you want me to do more for you? What are you doing for me, sir? I pride myself in thinking I'm always ready for a date. Are you ready to take me out? That's the question. What are they doing to prepare themselves to take me out on a date? I feel guys should be putting in all the effort. I'm prepped and ready, always. I'm lasered. My hair, I got 3 wigs on deck ready, okay? My teeth, always white. I'm always doing some white strips, okay? I got my Mary Was Poppin' bag. I keep a fresh pair of panties in the car, okay? I'm always ready for a date. All of my tips, all of the way that I live my life is literally like I'm always prepared for the best. But depending on the date, I will make sure that I am extra glowy. So for instance, I went on a date where we went mini golfing. I don't like activities like that, first of all. Men out there, just FYI, if you're thinking about taking me out on a date, I don't want to sweat. Especially in Florida, mini golfing is a cute idea in theory, but we're outside. Bugs, heat, humidity, nah. Let's go to a play. Let's go to a show. I love going to a museum. Okay. I love you taking me on like an indoor picnic. Okay. With like a cute, like pillows and stuff. I love when people like rent out a movie theater so that we can have the movie theater for ourselves. That happened to me one time and I was like, oh, you're thoughtful. Okay, roll credits. Let's end the movie. Let's get out of here. No, seriously, I feel like I'm always prepared. But if my skin is showing, I'm making sure I have extra body oil. I carry a mini brown sugar babe body oil so I can touch up. So I'm always glistening, okay? One time, it wasn't a date. It was like one of those situations where it was like a group setting and people like started dwindling down, like the group, and it ended up being like me, another single guy, and another couple, and then we ended up paired off. And I'm like, you are very fortunate. This is like a date that you have manipulated and bamboozled me into, okay? You stuck around the longest. He was just like, oh my gosh, you smell so good. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. I know, you're not telling me anything new, but I will make sure that I always smell good. So the places that will create that scent bubble are gonna be your pulse points, and you're gonna make sure that you hit the back between your shoulder blades, and then you're also going to hit behind your knees and your ankles. Even if no one's gonna be down there, you walking and creating that like scent bubble, that cloud, that sillage will drive them crazy. You will be like, they can't get you out of their mind because your scent trail is literally everywhere. Have fun trying not to think about me for the next month and a half. Mind you, I've forgotten about you. I'm like a squirrel. Someone has to put immense romantic pressure on me to keep you in the forefront of my mind. I have a lot of things going on. Okay, I'm a busy woman. You need to prove to me that you should be fulfilling space in my mind. What are you doing to do that? Because me just smelling good has already made me occupy your mind. That's a you problem. So I hope that helps. Do my shower routine. Just make sure you spray yourself all those hot spots, right? And make sure you bring a little perfume to touch up with you. Wearing perfume is something that for your nose, you might not smell it anymore after. Anytime I'm doing something, if I'm changing locations or I'm ending a meal or something, I'm going to the restroom and I'm touching up. Someone asked me like, how often are you reapplying your perfume? I reapply my perfume every time I'm changing scenes, you know, like in a movie or something, or at a play. If I go out, I've already doused myself. We go to dinner, okay? After dinner, I'm going to the restroom, reapply, even if I don't need it, okay? It's not the same application as I did in the very beginning, but I'm reapplying. Then we go to get ice cream, okay? I should be good for ice cream, but imagine like I just used the restroom, guess what? Just a little bit. Every single time I'm doing something that's ending a certain part of the date or the night, I'm reapplying. Yeah, I hope that helps, girl. And I hope you have amazing dates. I hope they know how treasured you are, okay? You're a queen. Next question is from Margot Langley 2422. She says, how do you keep the area under your stomach dry throughout the day? I literally put Brillo reusable, wait, what? You put Brillo reusable wipes from the DT? What's the DT? Under my stomach daily. It keeps that area dry in 100-degree weather, but I know there has to be a better option. Ooh, girl, Brillo, no. Brillo, what is it? I've never even heard of this. You've put me onto some, I don't want to use Brillo though. No, there has to be a better way. There is a better way. Well, depending on like how severe your sweat is. I live in Florida. I live in Jacksonville. The humidity can be excruciating. I feel like if you do enough prevention, you should be okay. So during your CAP method, make sure you're always cool. Drink a glass of water after you come out of the shower to regulate your temperature. Get you cool. Then completely dry off before you put anything on your body. I wonder if you're not allowing yourself to dry completely before you start putting on products and clothes. It creates an extra hot spot in a hot spot. Okay, so make sure that you're completely dry before you put anything. I'm just concerned about Brillo. I'm just like, I'm picturing, I'm like, I don't want any woman to have to do that. So Lumi, a whole body deodorant. It doesn't have to be Lumi, but I like Lumi. I like the cream deodorant. The cream deodorant is really good to be able to hit the creases of all those areas. I recommend the Sweat Control formula. It's an antiperspirant and a deodorant. So it's going to help to keep you dry. That has to be completely dry before you move on. I think you need to give yourself more time before you leave the house, okay? Then after that dries, put some dusting powder. There's so many different kinds of dusting powders. There's one from Mega Babe, Monistat makes one. There's some with cornstarch. I'll leave a couple of my favorites down below, but girl, you're gonna dust. You're gonna dust, and make sure your skin should be smooth and dry. Nothing should be peeling, because if you're peeling, that means there's moisture there. You're rushing the process. So slow down, cool off, take your time, get you some cream body deodorant. There's a couple out there. There's some from Dove, different price points. I recently just ordered one from the Athena Club. I haven't tried it yet. It's in the mail, so I can report back to that. But I'll leave a few options at different price points in the description box, which, by the way, all links are affiliate links, so your girl makes a small commission. Can you see it? It's so small. All right, but it does help support this channel and the wonderful content that you're able to see. Another thing I would say is to wear cotton briefs, wear period panties every day of your life to help absorb any sweat that does accumulate throughout the day. I want you to follow up with me, like I'm your doctor or something. Please try these things and like beta test it, you know? Try one day with what I recommend, and then try with your Brillos and compare. How does it feel? And do the same activities, because that plays a role in it as well. And stay in the AC as much as you can. God bless ya. Question number 5 is from Karuf, but she says, how do you apply these products to your back? I personally can't reach the whole thing. LOL. Girl, it's a struggle. And as your single big sis, okay, that's how single I am. I'm always struggling to put on stuff, like zipping up a dress, putting lotion on my back. But you know what? I figured out a way. When there's a will, there's a way, okay? And you don't need a man, okay? A man should be a cherry on top, a helper, someone that's gonna bring, ease into your life. But you can still figure it out on your own. So there are 2 ways that you can, reach your back. One is to get an assisted device. There are tools that are like silicone brushes that you can apply your lotions on and then, put it on your back. This is an example of one. You can find these on Amazon. So you can actually have a tool with a handle. So you can either go the route with a back lotion applicator that has a handle, right? Or you can get one that you can apply, kind of like if you were applying suntan lotion. It's like a cloth. You apply your product on top and you just, to do that. I've tried those things and I'm not consistent with them. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I don't use those things. In order for me to reach my back, I have a method, and this all depends on your, anatomy, your range of motion, and if you're able to do it. Because I know people with, T-Rex arms, that's a struggle, just throw it back there, So what I do, I put a lot of product on my forearms, on my arms. I'm gonna put my mic down to kind of show you. So I put lots of lotion, oils, serums on my arm, right? And then I kind of go like this with my arms, and I just like rub I rub, and I'm able to get the top of my back, but I'm able to reach like pretty high up there. So that's how I apply product to my back. I use my arms, okay? She's a diva, okay? I'm gonna figure it out because I have bought those other things, but I'm not going to use them. Like, I'm just not gonna be consistent with them. So for me, that works. But if you wanna try a back lotion applicator, I'll leave a couple linked down below in the description box. But whatever works for you, whatever works for your body that you're able to do consistently, do that. Especially if you are a person that self-tans, like you have to do that anyway. You have to get, you know, either someone to apply it for you or you get one of those self-tanner applicator mitts. So yeah, that's how I do it. I should probably trademark that technique because that's what I do. Like, that's what I do. And I look ridiculous, but I'm hydrated and moisturized from my head to my toes, including my back. Okay? Question number 6 is from Pashikins. She says, I have a question for you actually as a big girl. Obviously my stomach hangs over and when I scrub underneath, that fold is very sensitive. And when I used witch hazel after, it burned. So I went ahead and just used baby powder to soothe it. Am I just scrubbing too hard, or what can I do about that sensitive area and still use the hazel or the Lumi wipes without the sizzle? LOL. It does sound that you're scrubbing too hard. Just because we are big doesn't mean that we treat ourselves rough, okay? Our skin, even if we have more of it or it hangs, we need to treat it gently. If anything, treat it more gently because it has folds, it hangs, and it can rub against certain areas. So just lay in how you're scrubbing down there. You know, you're lifting. You shouldn't be feeling raw in the shower, okay? The knots on your African net sponge, they're not a weapon of mass destruction. They're supposed to aid in gentle exfoliation. So you're not going in there like a Brillo pad, like the steel wool. We're not trying to get off baked on lasagna, okay? This is just the debris from the day. I suggest using a lot of soap. Like, make sure the lather is enough so that the slip is there, because it kind of sounds like it might be too dry and you're literally using the cloth and rubbing that against your skin. Be gentle with yourself, girl. This is your skin for the rest of your life. Shoot it gently. You shouldn't have sizzle. Okay, I'm so hungry. I'm thinking about like fried eggs right now, like, ooh, like crispy around and like so good. You guys, I've been on a kick for chicken shawarma, and guess what I'm having tonight? This is gonna be my 6th time ordering that from them in like 9 days. It's so good. Damaskino, I'm gonna give you a shout out, free advertising. If you're in Jacksonville, I haven't been there in person yet, but every time I order from them, it's been amazing. But anyway, backtrack to what we were talking about. You deserve kindness. Your body deserves kindness. So be a little gentle with her. You shouldn't feel that sizzle, irritation in the shower or when you apply the witch hazel. When I'm wiping around, it doesn't burn. If it is, that means I did way too much in the shower. If your skin is irritated, don't go in every day and re-irritate it by using the African net sponge. Allow a couple of washes to go by where you're just using your hands so that your skin can heal, right? Then once you do, you can go back in with your African net sponge and do your thing. But please be gentle, especially in those creases. Be gentle. Next question is from Lauren Hoffman 6905. She says, I just found you today and I found you via your last video. My question is, what are some good tips for a neurospicy bigger girl who has sensory adverse issues with the shower? Even describing your 3 types of showers made me overwhelmed. I have noticed as I've gotten older, I have drier skin and I fear taking a shower because of sweating. Deep in the heart of Texas, hashtag. And I don't want to put moisturizer on because it takes forever for me to stop sweating, and then moisturizer feels bad on top of that. Any suggestions or pointers? And I am hesitant to use Lumi products because I noticed after using their body wash, I actually started to smell worse, but I am going to try the witch hazel. If you are not able to get into the shower as often, I highly recommend getting and investing in no rinse wipes. I'll leave it linked here. but you don't need any water, but you can give yourself a full like bed bath, right? If you just can't get into the shower. I would have these things ready, whether you're neurospicy or you're depressed or whatever your situation is. Always, I like to have like, I'm gonna make a video about depression hygiene, or hopefully it also can like tackle neuro, spicy hygiene as well, to make it a little bit more easy, simple, if you just have an aversion to taking a shower. If you are able to take a shower, keep it simple. You don't have to do the 3 different showers. All you have to do, the only necessary thing that you need to do in the shower is to get clean. So just break it down to 1 shower. You don't have to do any of the extra fluff. None of it is necessary. But in order to get clean, you just need 3 things. You need your African net sponge, your bar soap, you can use Dove, you can use Lumi, whatever you want. And then if you want a secondary body wash to make that has like a nice smell to make you feel good, you can do that. But that's not even necessary. That's just an added, added thing that you can do. But once you're out of the shower, you need to cool off. I don't know how your house is set up. The way that my bathroom is an ensuite, like it's right off of my bedroom. So I need to get out of there immediately. Wherever is the hottest place, you need to get out of there. You can't be getting dressed and drying off in the bathroom where you just took a hot shower. And even before you step out of the shower, cool yourself off. Rinse yourself with a 30-second cold water rinse. I do that all the time when I'm like, I just did way too much in the shower. I'm hot, girl, I'm hot. I'm like, whoo. I'll turn it ice cold and it feels so good. It shocks the system, but it helps to immediately cool down your body temperature so that you're not gonna be dying. Also, I always keep some fresh icy water in my tumbler. The ice is not there. Whew, that was good. Drinking cold water right after you take in a shower is going to help bring down that core temperature. If you have a ceiling fan, if you have a stationary floor fan, stand in front of that fan and get dry. Like your skin is tight, like there's nothing on your skin before you do anything else. You need to give yourself time, okay? Especially if you're a bigger person, things are gonna require more time than someone who's half your size. That's just logic and like, I think physics. Chemistry? I don't know. But you need to give yourself time. The cat method is there so that you can cool off, air out, dry off, and give yourself time to do all of these things so that the next step isn't going to be a detriment. It's gonna help you. So after you're completely dry, go ahead and use cream Lumi. I wouldn't use anything else. Don't even use the stick Lumi. Use a cream sweat control Lumi. You can use that underneath your armpits. It dries very nice and like there's no white cast. So you'll be able to just put it underneath your arms, underneath your breasts, your belly button, any skin folds that you have, put that there, allow it to dry. Stand in front of that fan, air it out, do a big X, lift, turn around, cool off. That's the most important thing. After you do that, you are prepped to not smell. Now, if you want to put on moisturizer that's not gonna feel heavy, I wouldn't even put a moisturizer on. I would stick to a serum, a body serum. I love the one from Tree Hut. It's $12.99 at Ulta. Put that on, okay? If you're able to tolerate something a little bit heavier that gives you moisture and you won't have to be reapplying, use the Nivea. Okay, the big one, the Mac Daddy. This gives you hydration, moisture, and a glow. And just keep it simple. Go about your day. You should be fine. You don't need all of that. All of that is because I am extra. Do you see me? Okay. Of course, I take 3 different kinds of showers, but you don't have to. And I hope that broke it down to make it a little bit easier. So this question is from Rachel Schultz 6472. She says, what do you recommend to use if you don't want to use water to wash your face due to having very hard water? So you can either invest in a shower head filter to help with softening your water if you live in an apartment, or long-term investing in a water softener for your house. The first thing I did when I moved into my home was I redid the floors and I got a water softener because I live in Florida. The water is horrible here, horrible. And when I was living with my mom, she eventually got a water softener, and what a difference. And every single time someone comes to my house to drink or to take a shower at my house, they're like, this is the most heavenly water ever. Niara shaking her head. because she's had the water. Okay, I ain't lying. Okay, but if you can't do that, I recommend using micellar water wipes or cleansing wipes. So you can either use like Bioderma is a really good brand. You can use that on a cotton round, or what I personally like to use, I love to use these cleansing toner pads. They're K-Beauty from Acwell. I actually have this in the toner form and the toner pads. So these toner pads are actually beneficial to help with brightening your skin, but they have multi-use. You can actually use them as a cleansing toner pad. So some mornings I don't cleanse my face. Like if I'm going to the gym, like I mentioned before, my witch hazel is for my body, and I'll use this cleansing toner pad to clean my face. I'll put in my eye drops, and then I'll go in with a very light skincare routine, like one toner and then SPF, because I'm only going to the gym and I'm gonna be coming home to take a shower. Something very simple like a toner pad or some micellar water or micellar water wipes is gonna be your best friend. Like some people literally just splash like rose water. Buy yourself like a nice good rose water. Keep that in the fridge, put that on some toner pads or a cotton round, and just swipe your face. So those can be really good alternatives if you can't wash your face every day because of hard water. Like, mankind, we are just ruining the earth. Like how is water that was made perfect hard? We ruin everything. I didn't do it, but you know who did. I hope that answers your question and that you found something in this video that you can actually apply to make your life better, because that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm here to make your life a little better. All right, so that's it for this episode of Hygiene Hotline from your girl, the Hygiene Hottie, Tamar. And let me know, what are your hygiene questions down in the comment section below. I love talking about this stuff. I love like breaking down the stigma of talking about these like things that sometimes you didn't have anyone to talk to about, you know? But guess what? We all deal with it. Even if it's behind closed doors, there's so many things that I wish I knew and like we just talked about. It wasn't like, there wasn't no superiority complex about it or like hygiene Olympics. We can just talk about it. So if you are ever in need of a hygiene hotline question answered, drop it down below. I would love to answer for you guys. And I will see you in my next video. But before I go, house rules. I'm gonna need you to liking helps boost this video to other girly pops that need to have their questions answered from the hygiene hottie herself. And then of course, go ahead and leave a comment, whether you just wanna say hi or a question about hygiene, and then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the Musings of a Curvy Lady family, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Curvy Lady upload. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.